This is VSiN's Daily Morning Bets.
For VSiN's Daily Morning Bets, and we've got a Phillies special. Someone call up Doug Peterson because we are betting exclusively Philadelphia teams for this segment. Apologies, Dan. Maybe we should have had Justin produce this one tonight. Justin Emery, our diehard Philadelphia sports fan producer who does Cashing Out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The incredible Dan Miller on with us Wednesdays and Thursdays. Let's get to it. The Philadelphia Phillies. I took the team total over 4.5 yesterday. I'm taking the run line on the Phillies against the Marlins. Game 2 of this series. Zach Wheeler going up against Edward Cabrera in this one. And you only have to lay $1.30 for a run line against a bad team in the Marlins with Zach Wheeler on the bump. Yeah, sign me up. Ever since the Yankees blew him up in late July, he has been fantastic. His 2.63 ERA ranks third in the bigs. That ERA was 1.62 across 6 starts in the month of August. This year, his first September start. You look at what current Marlins hitters have done against Zach Wheeler. 45 at-bats, and they have just one extra base hit. One double across those 45 at-bats against Wheeler. That's good for a 289 slugging percentage and OPS collectively under 600. Edward Cabrera on the flip side, first off, struggles with control. And when you struggle with control against a team that is top 5 in the bigs in walks like Philadelphia, you're going to be in for a long afternoon. So the Phillies, they hit him fairly well, 20 for 73. It's a 274 clip, 7 extra base hits, 3 home runs, and 850 OPS. Why is that OPS so high? It's because of the walks. 15 walks in 88 plate appearances. That's high. Edward Cabrera struggles with command. Zach Wheeler simply does not. I like the Phillies run line laying $1.30 minus 1.5 in this one in South Beach. Now, let's get some football in here. 2 plays for my best bets in this Eagles-Packers game in Brazil. I said it just a few minutes ago on the show when I was doing my Ceraulo pick 6 on Cashing Out here. We're taking the Eagles -2, circa. Best number, best price out there, -2, laying your standard 10 cents. I just think that this Eagles team is simply better than the Green Bay Packers if they play up to their potential. Last year, they did not. They collapsed in the second half. They got cocky. They got complacent. They were 8-1, and then Nick Sirianni thought it would be a good idea to start flipping off some opposing fans, and everything crumbled. But the Eagles grew. They matured. Not only did the roster actually even get better, despite losing Jason Kelce, they added Saquon Barkley, and I do think the offensive line will be all right. But the coaching staff got better. Vic Fangio is the ultimate difference maker for this Eagles team. They had Bryce Huff coming off a career year. That's a rough loss. I've said I think the Jets will have the number 1 defense in football. Losing Bryce Huff is rough. And he had 10 sacks a year ago. I think Vic Fangio is going to optimize his usage. I think the Eagles win this one by a touchdown in Brazil. Give me the Eagles. And let's wrap it up with Saquon Barkley over 15.5 receiving yards. I can't fathom why this number is so low. He averages 28.5 receiving yards per game throughout his career. Now they've got RPO galore with Jalen Hurts out there. I mean, all it's going to take is a couple deep routes from Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown and a little check down or a swing pass. Saquon runs the wheel in the Texas routes so well. He's not just a check down guy. I predict he'll go over this 15.5 mark on just his second reception. And that does it for our VSiN Daily Morning Bets. That also does it for this edition of Cashing Out. That does it for the first week of Cashing Out. How about it? Made it through my first week, and all it took was my car breaking down on my trip to Vegas. Shout out to Dan Miller, our incredible producer, and the rest of our fantastic team on the other side of the glass. On behalf of all of them, I'm Joe Ceraulo. I'll see you Sunday.